is actual exact replica of it exactly represents their full name. What is full name? First name and surname. So these values actually, we handle these values with the help of get method and set method. Get method is actually the accessor. It accesses information from the class, and mutator method is actually it creates the fields. It handles the values to the fields. And now instead of see here, there's an example. So set role, this role, and this role is going to set up. See here, these are the fields. Say for example, student is a class, and here there is a private into this is actually a private variable, private member of the class. Just like you got the public, private, default. So here role is private, means this strictly belongs to the this is actually an asset which only belongs to this class, and it cannot be used anywhere else in the program. Now there are two fields here. One is the roll number, the other one is the name. So both of them are private. So one is the private int and the other one is the private string. Now get roll number, return roll, which means it retrieves actually we don't have anything here. So it retrieves the default value, which is 0, because it is integer. Now set roll number. So we need to hand over an argument. We need to define that. We need to hand the roll number with the help of an argument. And here the argument is integer. Int roll, this roll. So when we set up this, it goes and set the roll number of the given object. What is the object? Object is this one, student. So the object of this class. When we instantiate this class, that object is going to accept this roll number through set method, set roll, get roll. This is setter, this is getter. In Java, we handle this with the setter and getter. And then get name is again an access method, accessor. And now so one method is for get roll number, other method is for get name, and we set the roll number, we set the name. So when we set the roll number and name, values will be created. The fields will get the values, set up with the values, and when we use the get roll number and the set get name, and they will be so you can just here actually these methods were not used, set name and get name and get name. So straight away these methods when these fields were, so either way you can do, you can either use the field name with the help of a method. So this is another public method. This method is actually display. Okay, so let's do this. So we'll try to do. So I will just create one project, and this is going to be set get demo. Okay, set get demo. So let's this is and just this is a module name. Okay, that's fine. And there is a default package or what? Where is this? Set get source. There is no package. I'm going to create the package. It's better. You can even go ahead without creating the package. Okay, that's set get demo source name is set get demo. Okay, fine. And then here I'm going to create the class now. So all of you, please be cautious. And here, see in textbook, you have the student. Hello, are you all there? Are you all following me?
Yes.
Okay, so this is employee. I don't want to create the main method. I just want to create an employee class without a main method because I want to create another class for the main. And now here we need to take a. So what is actually a class? A class is the encapsulation. So I'm talking about it is actually it contains both fields as well as methods. Now here what I'm going to do, I'll just create the fields. I don't call them as public because I want to public int. I call it as ID. Okay, and then I create all of them public string name. We'll create the methods to set up the values. You don't worry about this. And then I also create a public salary string. qualification, qual, and then public. ఈ పబ్లిక్ అవసరం లేదు యాక్చువల్గా, స్ట్రింగ్ అంటే చాలు. No need of int or long, whatever it is. Salary, sal antanu. Okay, salary. Otherwise, will. Now, how many of them are there? So we have int ID, string name, qual, and all everything. Now, what happens? Public static. I'm going to create a method. Public static get ID. Okay, and this is going to be get ID is it will retrieve the first we'll create the set things, set ID, and it acts as the ID. Okay, we need to now return ID. So we just want ID, that's all. Set ID is actually, yeah, it is going to be the int. Yeah, now public static, static. It is actually, I'm defining them as static. I don't need to actually, if I don't define them as static, then I need to instantiate. I don't want to instantiate, that is why I'm using static. Static name is string, and then set name, and then string, I need to give a name, and then here return name, any name, and then another method is one for the qualification, that is going to be public static. Qualification is going to be string, right? String set qual, and this is string qual, and here return qualification. So whatever written ఎలా వాడతాం మనం, తప్పు, I'm going wrong. This ID, this name, setting కదా ఇది, this dot name, అదే చూసారా? So we discussed everything, but they are not static keyword, correct. So ఇప్పుడు స్టాటిక్ తీసేయాలి, ఎందుకంటే స్టాటిక్ ఉంటే అది ఇన్స్టాన్షియేట్ అవ్వదు కదా. We need this అంటే instantiation. This ID, this again there is a mistake here. Syntax as insert assignment operator, expression to complete expression. Assignment operator expression. Yeah, this ID is equal to ID. I mean, this is what actually we need practice. Only through practice we'll come to know all these mistakes. Otherwise, you will never know the mistakes. We need practice. Public, last one, I think, salary. This is going to be int set salary. So this is int sal. Okay. Salary, whatever. This salary is equal to sal. There was something is going on. Set ID, add return method. No. Okay, void. Yes. Enter void and public is I wanted to them. Let's see. These are all actually revelations. Void invalid modifier. Okay, let me leave. Let's see. Again, it's showing me add return statement. No, I don't want to add return statement. Two quick fixes. Change the type to return. Void per se, void. I have to address those. Okay. So salary sal. So all of them are over. Now we are going to so int get ID. So this time I think it will not show us the return. No, it's not. I will try to system out print ln. Hello, are you all following what I'm writing? The ID, I think it is not required. Okay, we'll print the ID of the employee. is ID, this ID. Get ID, it's showing me within state change, we type to void, yes, void get ID. So now I'll just copy all this and make a VB literally gets getters, setters, and enter. Now this is going to be next one. After it is going to be get name, name, and this is with this name. Name. Now get qualification, get qualification, and here going to be 12. And the last one is going to be salary. Get salary, and this salary. So that's all. So these are all actually the getter settings. The first set the set ID, set name, set qualification, set salary, and then from here we'll getters. So we'll put a comment. Getters. Okay. Getters, and from here setters. Hey, setters. And then from here we got the getters. Okay. So now our this is actually the class. So employee, we got the employee class, and then we got the getters and setters. Now let's go ahead and create one more class, and this class is going to be the main class. And here I have the main method. I need to have the main method here. In main method, so employee emp is equal to new employee. We don't need to import that because we are in the same package, so it doesn't matter. Now employee, I don't need to return the employee set ID. Okay, that is just going to be some 001. Doesn't matter. Employee, it just prints, I think, set name, and the name is going to be some MK. Now here actually, okay, I'll come back. So here I need to talk something. Employee set set. I'm going to set okay, set employee set qualification, and then this is going to be string. So we need to MV. Simply calling on set qualification. There is a problem here. Remove the argument to match get qual. Change to set qual. I don't know what is the problem. Okay, employee set salary. Some sort of I'll just write some number. Doesn't matter. Okay, we are going to now let's do here itself. Employee get ID. Now here I'll stop here and I'll just try to control this. Yeah, ID is 1. Okay. Error problem in the okay, debugging control shift F11. ID is 1. So now values are coming. Employee. Now get name. This is all. This is how we develop the software to handle get qualification, employee get salary. Now control F7. Yes, you got everything, right? So this is how. Now the question is, I want to create few more methods where no, this is okay. I'm just trying to create whatever I am setting, and that is being retrieved from. But where is the processing? I don't think this is actually the inferior way of designing the software. Now, Manan, what are we going to do is I'll just try to create a couple of other methods, and these methods are going to be what happened. This is why I'm getting all this. I don't know. I pressed the Control Shift. Okay. So this method is going to be, see here, instead of name, I'm going to create f name and then string l name. Now I've got an opportunity. So here I need to f name. This is going to be f name string. I'm going to change the method here, and then string l name, and this f name, set f name to f name. This l name is equal to l name. Okay, now what happens? Return. Now we need to change this into string, because we are going to return the value. Return. What shall we do is we'll just write f name plus l name. No, I don't want to return here. Actually, I'll keep it as void. Okay, what I do is I'll create one more method. So here I'll just go to here. What I do is string full name. Okay, I create a method full name, and this is just not going to accept any. So return f name plus l name. Okay, so that is the method. So this is just going to get the full name, and then email string get email, and this is also an empty method, so we don't have the arguments here. Return, I'll just our domain, whatever it is, f name plus, okay, dot, and then plus l name, then plus at the rate of these all characters. We can also write in a different way, and our domain, my domain means give.edu, something like that. .edu. That's it. Now that should be able to do my work. So what are I just amended this method. Yeah, name is not there now. Yes, here this is going to be a method. It should be full name. Full name. So that is asking us, like, now the full name is going to be static. This is actually the error. Don't care. Full name. The full name method is here itself, so we don't need to be static. Full name, and the full name is string. Let's see. So if at all I want get name, that should be the full name. This full name is going to retrieve the instead of name. So we just change the instead of accepting one single name, this program now is going to accept the first name and last name, and this first name last name will be retrieved with the help of a method called full name. The full name, and then also email. So now let's go to main. Yeah, set name is not there. This is showing you the set name. We need to give let me Musunuru. That is going to be the first name is Amakshaya, KSHAIH, and then it needs hey. What nonsense is this? This is going to be Musunuru. And then I think now there is nothing, there is no, so get name should work. Let's please be cautious. This get name is going to give us full name, and even also actually. Okay, I just want only two methods: employee get email. These are the two things I'm interested in. I want the full name. I want the control F11. You see the ID Kamaksha. Oh, so say so here I should go back the ID card system and get name. We have to go to the ID and it ID and it will be your full name go to change This is nonsense. Sure. How many? So that is, we are developing software. Okay. This name is not printing. Space plus. No, this is not actually the way of writing the programs. There are other ways to, but student level, for teaching, this is sufficient. But this is not a perfect way of writing the programs. Okay. So I'm just explaining you how to set the variables, values to the variables, and how to retrieve information from. So now we are not interested in the ID. Anyway, that ID is going to be set up, and we are not interested. We are interested in the full name, but not the name. Set name, full name, F name, first name, and second name, and then there is qualification and all everything. Now we can also manufacture a custom. So now let's. Yeah, Kamaksha Musnuru. I think email is not getting printed. Why? Because we have to, it returns. Okay. So it's just returning the value. So we need to handle that through a variable. So here employee email, string email, and then so system dot out println, and then email. So we created an email. This is a variable. So it just returns. You see here, it is not printing, it is returning. So that's why we are not able to retrieve the email. Now you will get saved. Yes. We are getting L name. I think there is something wrong somewhere. The Kamaksha Muslim is my name. Okay, get name works well. That retrieves the, so here our function is working on, this function is working on, so this full name function is working on, it's working. And then here I think this is not the this name, and then this this cannot be a string, right? I hard coded this L name, hey, this L name, and then everything is okay. So now I think we can go ahead. So now I rectify the mistakes. Now go to the main, and then now you got everything. So you got my name and then email ID. So this is how we go ahead and develop the methods for. So what I did in this class, so I created a class employee, and here I created a few getter setter methods. So there are 4 or 5 methods which sets the values, and 4 or 5 methods which gets the values. I'm not interested in that. And I also created a few more additional methods. One method is to retrieve the full name from the information which is served here from the L name and F name. And then it also manufacture email. It also creates an email, and then that email will be retrieved, can be retrieved with the help of a variable. So we can, it makes my domain dot, if my domain is Geetam, then that is just going to be, so I can just, I have my own domain, something else, geetam.edu, something. Now let's see. It just gives you, this is how my email used to be earlier. And now, so when I joined, my email used to be like this, kamakshamusnogeetam.edu, something like that. Later it changed to kmusno, they changed. That is actually the organizational policy, the admin policy. So administrator would like to issue the emails in a different fashion, something like that. Okay, don't care. So what else we can do here with this information? Can somebody, so if you are following me thoroughly, so can somebody please give me hints what else we can do with this information? We got the F name, L name, and we created a method to retrieve concatenator. We concatenated F name, L name, and we did the full name, and then we got the qualification and all. I'm just talking about the access methods, and please be cautious. In this class, I'm talking about the access methods and modifiers. The access methods are getters, and modifiers are setters. They're not modifiers actually, they just retrieve the values. Modifier is this one. Full name is a modifier, get name is a modifier. So what else we can do? Can somebody give me a hint? We still have 2 more minutes to go. Hello guys. Somebody just what else we can do? Or use your brains and let me know what else. I'll extend functionality a little more. Then just I'll just create one more method that is going to be string. I call get profile. Okay. And this profile, what is going to have system out print ln, and then here this printf will okay, print ln this f name, first name, I don't know, kind of like this employee. So I write it as some kind of profile. This employee, actually మనం లిస్ట్ చేయొచ్చు ఇక్కడ. We can take them as this employee is ID. ID is this ID, and then profile colon, and then his qualification is, this is just a profile. Okay, I'm trying to print the profile. Qualification is, and then here comes this qual. Yes, qual. Okay, that's sufficient. Okay, you can just you can tweak the functionality of this method to some extent. This is void. Yeah, this is going to be void get profile. Now you can just keep adding again on and on, like whatever the information that you think it's good, then you can just now employee get profile. Where is the profile? Yeah, profile. So let me now this yeah, this employee ID is 1 and his qualification is something MBA. So like that, we can just add more and more functionality. We can also take the salary information and then decide about different aspects associated with the salary, like bonus. You can think of incentives, like suppose if this employee promoted to next level, then what is salary change, and we can define the methods for calculation. So many things we can just tweak. So in this class, actually, I